This account was created to provide information on how current immigration laws apply to certain factual scenarios. There are many, I suspect, who are worried about their immigration situation, but they're not sure if they should speak to an immigration attorney. Keep in mind, and I cannot stress this enough, that immigration law is unbelievably fact-specific. So even if you think that your situation is nearly identical to one of the ones that I go over here, you still need to speak to an immigration attorney personally. Even the smallest factual changes can make a big difference in the outcome. That said, this is not legal advice. I'm hoping this will merely help educate people as to how the immigration laws work, because I know there are a lot of anxiety exists in certain immigrant communities. Also, immigration laws and procedures will likely change quite a bit in the months to come. So what might be accurate and current at the time of this recording very well could change in the weeks to come, maybe even tomorrow. The husband in this case is a U.S. citizen, the wife is not. The wife entered the United States legally in 2008 and the couple married in 2021. Then they filed an I-130 and a 485. The officer interviewed the couple and denied the case based on lack of good faith marriage. So what can they do now? So a couple things. The officer denied the case, so the first thing they're going to do is put them into immigration court. All right. Now, the denied I-130 can be appealed to the BIA. All right. So maybe they didn't include enough documentation about their marriage. Clearly they didn't, and they didn't convince the officer that this was a real marriage. So you can appeal that to the BIA, and when you get put in immigration court, you can ask the judge to basically re-adjudicate the I-485, the green card application. But you can only do that once the I-130 is approved. So you're going to need the judge to continue the case until that I-130 is decided by the BIA. If you weren't represented by an attorney when you filed the I-130 and the 485 originally, now is the time. Okay, clearly something went wrong in that interview, or the documentation wasn't sufficient to prove your marriage. So you're going to want an attorney that can help you put together a better packet. Hopefully you remember some of those questions that they asked you about your marriage. It could have been denied because your stories didn't line up, or there were inconsistencies on how you say you met, or where you live together, how often you see each other. All of those things can come up when they're denying an I-130. Something to consider: even though your case is denied by USCIS, you still do have options, okay? And you still can apply for that green card when you're in immigration court. So don't just voluntarily depart. Don't sign the paperwork just saying, you know what, fine, I'll leave. If you know your marriage is entered in good faith, then continue to fight. Hopefully that helps. If you need our help, or you need me to look at the documents or see what we can do, I'm happy to help. Give us a call, leave any questions in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Take care.